So Ravens flock, Joe Burrow and Bengals fans sound desperate and frustrated. It is what it is. So Joe Burrow recently did an interview with the Bengals media team, like a press conference basically, and he discussed a bunch of things. One of the things was something that really frustrated him, and it was the fact that for the fourth year in a row, the primetime game between the Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals will be in Baltimore, which until he mentioned that, I didn't even notice. Did not even notice that until he mentioned it. But clearly it bothered him. He kind of said it in like a joking fashion, but either way, Bengals fans took it very seriously and they've been complaining about it ever since. I don't think it's that big of a deal, to be honest with you. They should be more concerned about trying to win, but unfortunately they can't. Lamar's 10-1 versus the Bengals in his career. Domination, you know the vibes, unstoppable. Either way, it seems to be really bothering them. Now, I can't read the minds of the people that make the schedule for the NFL and what their process is, but it could just be a coincidence, or maybe there's something else there. If there's something else there, maybe they just simply prefer Ravens fans. Maybe it's that simple. Maybe they prefer the vibes at M&T Bank Stadium, especially in a primetime game, on a holiday. Ladies and gentlemen, we're playing the Bengals on Thanksgiving. I can't remember the last time we played a Thanksgiving game. It's been a while, but either way, we're playing the Bengals on Thanksgiving. I'm going to enjoy this so much. We're going to be putting belt to ass on a holiday specifically centered around eating mostly unhealthy food. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have all the ham. I'm going to have all the stuffing. I don't even like turkey, but I'm going to have all the gravy and I'm going to still have all the turkey. I'm eating all the pies, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to sit there and watch the Baltimore Ravens put belt to ass on national television on Thanksgiving. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. But as far as this being a coincidence, I don't know for sure. I think it could be just a mere coincidence. Like sometimes things kind of play out that way. Like we play a lot of games in Miami. It feels like almost every time we go play the Dolphins, we are traveling to Miami to play them. Same thing with Kansas City. It seems like more often than not, we're playing them in Kansas City, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. But clearly there was other things. I mean, clearly it mattered a lot to Bengals fans and Joe Burrow, but I think there's something bigger bothering them, and it's the fact that Lamar's 10-1 versus the Bengals. But I don't know. That's just my assumption. Maybe they have a different perspective on things. In other news regarding the Ravens, there are several players. This is actually NFL news. The NFL owners, they voted to allow players to participate in the Olympics. So for the people that don't know, in 2028, when the next Olympics come around in 2028 in Los Angeles, they're going to begin to do a football event. It's going to be a flag football event, but still football nonetheless. It's a big deal. It's them trying to get football to be more popular globally, because even though football is a massive deal in America, it's a massive deal. Outside of the country, it's still not that popular. So this is a major advancement in the growth in the sport of football, American football. And apparently the rules are one player from each team will be eligible to go participate in the flag football tournament in the Olympics. And also it could also be one extra player if that extra player is an international player, meaning he was born outside of the country and he wants to go represent his country, or just stay in America. I believe if he wants to go represent his country, he can also participate, but obviously not play on behalf of America. So Kyle Hamilton was one of the people that retweeted this and responded, seeming excited about it. So it got me to wondering which players would be the most interesting to see in the Olympics for the Ravens. Obviously, Kyle Hamilton, even the Ravens themselves did a video talking about that. I think it would be interesting to see Kyle in that environment. I also would like to see Keaton Mitchell in that environment. With how explosive he is, I think people would have a really hard time getting to Keaton Mitchell, especially because Keaton Mitchell's not super tall like that. He's lower to the ground. Obviously, he's about 5'8", 5'9", so Like I I'm just imagining somebody like Myles Garrett trying to reach down to grab Keaton Mitchell's flag, and you simply can't catch the man because he's healthy again and he's hitting 22 miles an hour, and you're not gonna reach down faster than he's gonna outrun you. I think that would be exciting. Zay Flower as well, of course, because of how shifty he is. And definitely Lamar. I feel like Lamar's gonna be the obvious answer most people are gonna give, but regardless, I don't really want any of us to go to the Olympics. I want us to only be thinking about the Super Bowl. But either way, the Olympics is 3 years from now, so it doesn't really matter right now. I want us to go win a Super Bowl. If we win a Super Bowl, if we win one or two Super Bowls in the next 2 seasons, once the Olympics come around, I don't care who goes to the Olympics at that point. They could send Lamar, they could send Kyle, Zay, whoever they want to send. It won't even matter to me at that point. We got what we needed. And so, I mean, knock on wood, but if something super bad was to happen with somebody's health during the flag football game, at the very least, we could still be content knowing that we did get at least one Super Bowl in this window. But let me know what your thoughts are. Are there any players on the Ravens that I did not name that you want to see in a flag football tournament in the Olympics? And did you notice that we played the Bengals on primetime in Baltimore for the past 4 years in a row?